Fremantle Oval, the Dockers and the Giants to do battle as they try and keep their season alive. And in the middle, McKinnon just will have the height advantage over Jance this afternoon. Fremantle forward kicks in the O'Sullivan direction. Brush gets across for the Giants, and the tackle lingered. Possession would have gone back to Fremantle for that last kick out of bounds, but O'Sullivan giving away a high tackle. They clear it at the moment. A high ball. Randall was nudged underneath it illegally, and will get the free kick.
Some repeat entries, but they need to capitalise, put it on the scoreboard. Melbourne couldn't do that.
Randall just going to go for distance. McWilliams in best position and juggles the mark. Season didn't get one last week in those wet conditions. A little quiet there, but she starts off brilliantly, and the Giants are on the board first at Fremantle Oval.
Side 50, and eventually they're always going to get rewarded. Sometimes in footy, the simplest way is to get it in long, give your forwards an opportunity. They read the ball generally better than most defenders, and that's what McWilliams did. They've been relatively quiet since then, so she's started this game very well.
For a target, Barr out on the lead. Stacey Barr, but leading out the full forward there. And we're going to see a 50-metre penalty, are we, as well? Or is it going to be turned over?
50-metre penalty,
yep.
So that'll take it to the line.
So from a shot about 35 out directly in front, which is no regulation, she's now taken right to the goal line.
That was her Achilles heel in her first season. Her goal kicking was pretty average, and now she's going to make a certainty of this. But really good pass there from Lavelle to find her full forward in Stacey Barr.
So a little bit of luck there for the Dockers, and Stacey Barr converts. Former basketballer. Good athleticism there to take the mark, hey? Pretty congested, pretty tough stuff out there from both sides. The tackling pressure's been really good. The Giants, can they kick a late one in this first quarter? And Staunton, oh, she had the mark. It spilt out, still able to recover. She'll try and kick it back around the corner. And what a finish from Cora Staunton, the Irish woman.
Say it was textbook, but it doesn't matter. It went straight. Great start here for the Giants, away from home. Fremantle Dockers this year, just giving them something around half.
Behind, DeMello on the boot. Was able to get it up. Long kick by Caulfield inside 50. Now Barr's in the one-on-one there with Randall. Good body work by Randall. Able to knock it across. Webb just couldn't find it at her ankles. Randall with another effort again. Great work by the Giants defender. Taking on two down there and coming up with the win.
Well done, Randall. Been very consistent this year, playing in defence. That's what you need when you're under pressure. They were under siege there. They were out the back, the Fremantle Dockers. Little fumble there by Webb.
Fremantle deep in attack. Much time remaining in this first quarter. Giants trying to hang on. Filicamo tried a little toe poke in there. Hatching it a little bit, but it just comes out. I reckon there was a free kick about to be paid. It just came out in time for the Giants. And that will do us for the first quarter here at Fremantle Oval. Fremantle inside 50 again, and there was some shepherding going on in the ruck contest, so there will be a free kick going to Alicia Jance.
Took the advantage, but missed.
Collision there between two players. Footy, and then a high kick inside 50. Stacey Barr had to knock it away. Kane doing the roving. Turned back into a bit of trouble. The boot. Caulfield couldn't get there. Neither did Stacey Barr. She's dragged down by a couple. Desperate defending by the Giants. That plays handball knockdown. McWilliams tried to knock it on. Not up by Beeson, but she was tackled. And the free kick will be going Fremantle's way. Belinda Smith.
Isn't it to be clean? She goes to pass this one. Lara Filicamo fills the lane.
Did nicely to chop that off. And now Fremantle trying to break off half back. Donnellan will send it over the top to Miller. And she wants to take the game on as well with a run and a bounce. Hayley Miller through the middle of Fremantle Oval. Two bounces, and then the kick just falls a little bit short. And Sullivan was trying to claim the mark. He still tries to take off. DeMello now on the boot. She's tackled, taken to ground, and caught holding the ball. There's a good build-up. McWilliams. Many players around this ball. Staunton good at ground level again. This time off the left boot, just sending it into space. Schmidt looking to get there first. Donnellan trying to give chase. Clean pick up from Schmidt, and she's missed. Probably had a bit more time to run right into the goal now. From Hooker. Was thrown on the boot by Dal Poss. Missed it away from Schmidt. Beeson. Back to Ferrugia. Ferrugia chance to steady, snap, and kick a goal. Great work by the Giants.
Focal point, didn't mark it this time, but kept it in her vicinity and was able to get it close to goal. And Ferrugia, she's been clean around the stoppages.
At Fremantle Oval is Kane. Sends a high ball towards Lavelle, and excellent work there by Tanya Hetherington. Towards Gum, who didn't quite get there. Antonio with a good butt just to create some room. Webb can steady for Fremantle, sends it into the pocket. Maguire there, but it was always drifting away to the right-hand side, and wait for some options to present. Under the back, Schmidt just come off the interchange bench. She's dragged down by Maskell. Great tackle. Staunton still in best position. She's got Gum further afield as well, and she can just about run it all the way. Courtney Gum keeps it low, drills it through, and the Giants strike late in the first half.
Through their forwards were able to get some inside 50 entry here, and what about this player? She's on fire. Staunton just had the option to go long, knew her teammate was running towards goal, and it's hard running too from Gum from the midfield.
Think back to just how much was taken out of both of these sides last week, playing in really wet and tough conditions. Donnellan take it to ground and going to be holding the ball.
Something around that part of the ground.
Rush to half forward. Davidson was very, very strong. Attempted spoil there.
Just put her a bit high.
Might even be on report there. We're going to see a 50-metre penalty. Huge kick in this match. If you can convert here, will be a huge moment for the GWS Giants. She does just that, and they jump out.
Position for the Dockers to come back. They need to get a bit of a hurry on. It was a little bit late. The free kick was probably there. She's been so good, Davidson. In the wrong direction. Boundary throw-in. A bit unlucky there, Jan.
To the side. There's McKinnon. And she had it a very long time just up to get the hands clear. Set up Monahan. He's got it pinned to her, but we'd be holding the ball.
Well done from Jans there. Just was out of the contest. Double free kick. There's another 50 being paid here.
Yep, Monahan putting the elbow up and collecting O'Sullivan high. So we saw a 50-metre penalty at the other end, taking the Giants inside 50, and they're able to kick a goal. Now it'll be O'Sullivan's opportunity to have the shot. She'll be a bit further out, kicking from 30 to 35 metres. And accuracy, unfortunately, hasn't been her strong suit through the AFLW so far. 1 goal 7 for her career, but this is a big moment.
A lot of those were on the run last year that she missed. She's having a good season, but the team needs her right now. Can she go back and slot it?
Well, John played 133 games for East Fremantle, so footy is in the blood, and that's a great finish. Just what the Dockers were looking for.
Discipline playing a part here at Fremantle Oval. First we saw the goal go to the Giants, and then O'Sullivan able to win it. Free kick given away there just for a high tackle.
Going away the Dockers. Webb sends it inside 50. Had a couple of options there, just missed Filicamo. O'Sullivan there too. Filicamo went through the legs of her opponent. O'Sullivan still after it. Kane fighting hard as well. Donnellan in there too. A long kick out of defence, and McWilliams has the safe hands. And they want to keep it running, do the Giants. Around the wing, bouncing ball. Collier, over Gather, just tumble the kick forward. Hasn't been pretty moving forward, but they've kept it going. Now Staunton has to lay the tackle on Antonio. Davidson just tried to steam over the top, and she's been caught holding the ball, so a free kick to the Giants.
Presented for the Giants, running into it.
Beeson over the top. McWilliams, who took the mark at half-back just a few moments ago, presses up the ground. Good hard running. Shoots on goal. Looks pretty good off the boot, but was hooking away to that left-hand side.
Good players, bit of miscommunication.
She goes, just sets it up to the top of the square. Schmidt left underneath it. Barclay in the middle of the pack, stood tall.
Big contested mark.
Former baseballer and quarterback for the Chicago Bliss in American football. And from the top of the goal square, she puts it through. And that is a big blow that the Giants were able to land right towards the end of the third term. Jacinda Barclay, Paul Hazelby, 27-year-old. So just in the middle of the pack there, Schmidt cleared the path, and Barclay, Carmo's little kick went through the pack. Good handball to Kane, received it from Hooker. Now can go for a run and a bounce, opens up in front of her, drives it long towards the top of the square. The mark dropped by Lavelle. Well, there might be a free kick. It will be a free kick going Fremantle's way. It's dragged down there by Hetherington. Crucial kick, and she hits the post. She'll be disappointed. She's kicked a lot of goals through her career. Laid through the match as well. Big pump, says Miller, involved again. Gabby O'Sullivan has been doing the brunt of the tackling work for Fremantle, but the Giants have taken control of this match. She's going to go back and send it as deep as she can from just inside 50. Looks it away into the pocket. Antonio there, but McWilliams in front has taken a great contested mark. Williams able to stand tall in the middle of the pack.
Antonio looked like she went for the mark on that occasion. Just the time of the game, I can see what she's trying to do. This has been the difference, the contested marking from the Giants players. She's been a star.
Kicked one in the first quarter, and from the tight angle, puts it across the face. Puts it back out to a 24-point margin.
Everything needs...
Kicks it up towards DeMello, but it was over her head. And Pippa Randall intercepts. She's away. Runs her full distance. Sends it long back to Barclay again, but Alex Williams almost able to intercept. The Giants still a chance. Collier take her to ground. And we'll get a ball up. Atkins gets a kick out of the pack. Now O'Sullivan's in some space. They can try and create something from here. Chance for a couple of bounces. Gabby O'Sullivan now a third, a fourth. She runs to 60. She kicks it high inside 50. Maybe one last roll of the dice for Fremantle. Maguire after it, but well played in defence. Nicola Barr back there. Strong chase and tackle by DeMello. Was it handballed over the line or was it touched just beforehand? Distance will be a factor. O'Sullivan sends it near side. Always near side, in fact, out of bounds on the full. Here's Kane. The driving kick deep. Donnellan's down there. She turns the ball. It's going to roll. Did anyone get a touch on that? No, they didn't. Steph Kane kicks the goal. Bit of luck coming the way of Fremantle.
14 possessions. She's now kicked a goal. It's been her biggest day in Fremantle colours. But again, Donnellan, just look how smart she is. She knew that she wasn't going to be able to compete for that ball and mark it. Just did a little pirouette, went back towards goal. Had it have popped up.
Rush up to half-back. Schmidt couldn't hang on to the mark. DeMello soccering it on. Rush another opportunity. Nice handball, a little bit short. There is Eva back on the ground, which is great to see. And now Tully will take the mark. They've just been too good. Have the Giants this afternoon. Oh, they came to the west and they conquered GWS. What a great win by the Giants. Well, the Giants pretty happy with the victory, and why wouldn't they be there?